And my scripture for Mother's Day is taken from Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 through 10. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up to the mountain, and as he sat down, his disciples drew near to him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the humble, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for justice, for they shall be well satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall have mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of justice, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Thus ends our scripture reading, Matthew chapter 5, verses 5 through 10. Before I dive into our scripture lesson this morning, I want to first acknowledge all mothers, both in the physical and in the spiritual and in spirit. And I also want to acknowledge those who are like a mother to us and those who mothered us. And as I think of my mother today, my heart is full of the love she gave me. My life is richer because of everything she taught me. There are no words to adequately describe what a mother means to us and how she has impacted our lives. Perhaps it is like God. We refer to God as infinite intelligence. Why? Because there are no boundaries to God. Similarly, a mother's love is infinite. It has no boundaries, and it is as vast as the universe. With sincere gratitude, I say thank you to all mothers. As I contemplated our scripture lesson for Mother's Day, I was led to the scripture from Matthew, which is referred to as the Beatitudes. And as I read it, it came to me that these verses describe some of the attributes of a mother. Blessed are the humble, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. A mother is humble. She is not arrogant, and she does not give for the sake of recognition. She's not seeking photo op moments. You see, much of what she does is behind the scenes, and many people don't know what she really does. She puts her needs, she puts another's needs before her own. And it is not done for recognition or praise. It is done out of love, from the goodness and kindness of her heart. Scripture says the kingdom of heaven is ours when we are humble. Because when we are humble, we have unlocked the door to that kingdom of heaven that dwells within us. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for justice, for they shall be well satisfied. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of justice, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. I combine these two verses together because they speak of one who will fight for what is right and just, and who is willing to be persecuted for the sake of justice. And that describes a mother. A mother is a protector. We are taught as children to never come near a mother animal with her babies because they may perceive one as a predator. And that mother will do whatever she has to do to protect her babies. It's an innate instinct for her to protect not only her babies, but those whom she loves, and to protect and fight for humanity. She will fight for what she believes in, and she will lay down her own life to protect her children and to fight for a just cause. She is a nurturer, but she also fights for what is right, regardless of whether there are consequences for standing up for what she believes in. Blessed are those who are merciful, for they shall have mercy. A mother is compassionate and forgiving. She shows and teaches us mercy. And sometimes this means being willing to turn the other cheek. Our instinct may be to retaliate or seek revenge when we are hurt, to fight back. And yes, this may give us short-term satisfaction. Well, I showed them. But if we pause and step back to take the time to look at the bigger picture, perhaps showing mercy instead of retaliating may teach this person a lesson. Natural law will hold them accountable for their actions, regardless of whether we fight back. By showing mercy, perhaps they will learn a lesson and show mercy to someone else along their path. I can tell you one thing. I sure am glad my mother showed me lots and lots and lots of mercy because I know I tried her patience. And as much as I would like to think I was a little angel with a halo when I grew up, well, let's just say I learned lots of lessons. And I am grateful she was a patient teacher. We can be a blessing to others when we recognize the opportunities to be a teacher. It is in forgiving that we are forgiven. And it is through showing mercy that we will receive mercy in return. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. A mother's love is pure and it is unlimited. It is infinite. It comes from deep, deep within her, from the love of God within. For it is when we tap into this source of the indwelling love that we are aligned with God. And when we are, we shall know God. The fountain of divine love flowing in and through us, out to the world, our family, friends, neighbors, and yes, even those we call our enemies. Being compassionate and caring, nurturing others. The nurturing energy embodies the divine feminine energy. And this divine feminine energy is in every person, regardless of whether male or female. We each have the characteristics of the divine feminine and divine masculine energy. Mother Earth is symbolic of the divine feminine, the caretaker of the earth. I tried to find it, but I couldn't find one online. I have seen pictures of a Native American elder woman sitting in meditation with this brilliant glow emanating from the center of her being. This is the light of God emanating from her and going out into the world, caring and nurturing the world, nurturing it with love, and sharing her knowledge that has been passed down to her through the generations and learned by her, planting seeds of kindness and encouraging others to plant the seeds of their dreams, supporting them and letting them know they have within them the ability to create whatever they want, and they can get through any storm or any challenge. A mother will do whatever is within her power to help her children and support them. She will encourage them to find their own strength and to shoot for the stars. I wanted to share with you, I was really moved the other day. We were watching a segment on the evening news, and this segment was about first generation children here in the US graduating from college. And it was so touching because these graduates not only celebrated their success, but they celebrated the success with their parents. They acknowledged that this dream was not only their dream, but it was the dream of their parents. And it was something that they achieved together. This one girl went to her mother's workplace, that of a single mother who put her daughter through college, and she placed the cap and gown and the stole on her mother. She celebrated it with her. Some of these parents have worked so hard to help their children realize the dreams, and give them the opportunities that they may not have had. When we give and love from deep within us, we are living from and in harmony with the source of God that dwells within. We don't do it for recognition. We do it because we want to. Each of us here today, we are all ambassadors of God, having a human experience. It's up to us what we want to do with this gift and how we choose to share it. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. My mother was a peacemaker. She was the peacemaker in our family. And after she made her transition, it became evident she was also the glue that kept our family together. A mother has a way of seeing through the facades and just getting right to the heart of a matter. She cares deeply, and she wants to make peace. To find that middle ground and bring all sides together. Her motherly intuition guides her to see all perspectives and to weigh the opinions of both sides to navigate a peaceful solution. She is the peacemaker, not only in her family, but also in the world. Imagine what the world would be like if we had more peacemakers. Each person infusing the earth with this positive energy, a willingness to listen, not just listen, but hear and weigh both sides. Yes, we can't imagine, just as sung by John Lennon, but it can be a reality as each of us awakens to our divine potential and allows our intuition to guide us, to fight for justice, to know when to put water on a fire instead of gas. A mother embodies these attributes described in the Beatitudes. And she teaches us these principles. She teaches us to be kind, merciful, to stand up for what is right, to be pure in heart, and to be an advocate for peace. For when we do, we too shall know God. We shall open up to the divine within us, like the lotus flower, opening petal by petal to its brilliance. She prepares us for the day when she will pass the torch to us, so that we may walk in her shoes as an ambassador of God, teaching future generations, being the caretakers of the world, and injecting it with the light of God emanating from us. It is when we lead by example that we have the most impact. We are the threads of the fabric that weave these spiritual energies into the physical world. We are the glue that keeps the family of humanity together. There are many who devoted their lives to this cause and may inspire us through their deeds. People such as Mother Teresa, who loved and cared for those who had no one to love them or care for them. The Beatitudes teaches us how we can inherit the earth and how we can inherit the kingdom of heaven. And in so doing, knowing God. Happy Mother's Day to our mothers and to all the caretakers of the world. We are grateful that you nurtured us, taught us, and instilled in us the values that we need to unlock the doors, our fullest potential, so the petals of our flower may bloom and open and radiate that brilliant light of God that is within us. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Namaste.